Finally, the pandemic, restrictions, isolation, they've all taken a toll on people's mental health. The prevalence of depression in America last year, when the pandemic took hold, was recorded as 4 times higher than in previous years. Now, in a controversial proposal, some entrepreneurs think that LSD therapy could be the answer, while RT's Caleb Maupin decided whether it is.
Depression and anxiety are on the rise all over the world. The pandemic has put lots of people over the edge. The rates in the United States are 4 times higher than they were before the lockdowns.
Periods when the highest rates of mental distress were reported correlated with periods of intensifying COVID-19 deaths and strict confinement measures.
Now, Big Pharma says it has the solution. The effects of SSRIs and antipsychotics are now being widely questioned. Are more drugs the answer? Now, the new solution is special therapies involving hallucinogens. Psychedelic drugs are being pushed as a way of easing depression.
First, I decided to try LSD for my own interest, for treatment. It fascinated me, and I decided to open a shop where I could sell it. I sell 1CP LSD. That's a legal LSD derivative. It metabolizes in the body to LSD. That means what you consume is a legal substance, and what you have in your body is an illegal substance. In the end, it is the same substance as LSD.
Now, those who are turning to hallucinogenic drugs in the hopes of easing anxiety should probably read over the warning labels, just so they know what they're going to be dealing with.
The side effects of psilocybin are on the psychological level. So too much psilocybin can cause someone to become psychotic, to go crazy. Temporary states experienced of confusion, of absolute confusion, of disorientation, of hallucinations.
But why focus on that when there's so much money to be made? Millions of dollars is being paid for research at Johns Hopkins University alone.
Our scientists have shown that psychedelics have real potential as medicine, and this new center will help us explore that potential.
Potential or not, some say it's very dangerous, that treating depression with LSD-like substances is kind of like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The dangers of such trends may far outweigh the benefits.
I do think that trying to solve our mental health crisis with quick fix, feel-good pills is a dangerous plan. I don't think that that's ultimately going to be the answer. And yet that's a very, appealing kind of short-term solution that also has the potential to make a bunch of people a lot of money. Anytime you have a mood-altering, mind-altering substance, it has the potential to be abused, and it has the potential to lead to addiction. LSD can also cause something called persistent hallucinogen perceptive disorder, which means that the hallucinations that people experience while they're taking LSD can sometimes persist long term, so that they continue to have visual images that are not real, even weeks, months, and years after taking the drug. So that's another serious potential consequence. It's the long-term consequences on the brain are really unknown and might be quite negative.
Now, not all scientists agree. There are doctors and researchers on both sides, but some seem far more interested in the profit margin than the actual medical benefits of what used to be street drugs.
I made 250,000 euros in sales last month. The idea is to become the Amazon of LSD and ship to all countries where it's legal. To do that, supply festivals, clubs, late-night shops, CBD shops, and start some kind of mass movement.
Now, new situations like the global pandemic require new solutions. However, LSD research is not exactly new. Google Project MK Ultra. Sometimes these kinds of social experiments come at a pretty high risk.
What we have now in our media is a lot of talk about LSD as medicine. There's a real potential danger there to normalize its use, leading to people getting it recreationally and using it themselves, not in a monitored or supervised environment, not involving a psychiatrist or another healthcare provider, and potentially leading to redosing and who knows what kind of brain damage. So I do think there's this real danger now, in our culture where use of these types of drugs to change the way we think and feel has become so normalized that people are really underestimating the dangers.
As ever, thanks for picking RT today and every day. We hope you do so again soon. Next up, it's the Kai's Report, so enjoy.